From beautiful Rich Harvest Farms in Sugar Grove, Illinois, GoTV presents your International Diamond Cup featured foursome.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Rich Harvest Farms. We are thrilled to be here on this beautiful day. Dave Benson alongside Chris Walke, and we're anticipating some great and perhaps not so great golf here on the par 3 fifth. Chris, a tricky hole. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's a short hole. It's 125 yards long. The green complex is very difficult. The green's very undulating. There's a wind factor involved, especially in the afternoon here, that wreaks havoc on picking the correct club and getting the yardage correct. There's also water short of the green, water left of the green. It's not too good to go very long either. The grass is kind of long back there, so if you do hit a good shot here, there's a slope to the right of the pin. If somebody can hit that slope there, it might trickle right back down the hole. You might see a hole in one today.
You know who might be able to do that is Jennifer Johnson. She's an up-and-comer on the women's circuit, and she is joining the group here today. She'll be hitting 17 tee shots at this green. There's a pretty good chance one of them might go in.
Yeah, Jennifer's a good player. I think if she picks the right club, it might go in.
She may put some pressure on the rest of the people in this field, however, because let's face it, these guys are not the greatest golfers. There are some decent golfers, but I was down on the practice range earlier, Chris, and some of these swings were nasty.
Yeah, we got a mixed bag of players. We got some good players. We got some higher handicappers. You know, what can you do? Work on a few grips, try to make it hit it a little more solid. That's all we can do.
Bottom line, just try to keep your head down and hit the ball. It sounds so easy, but it never is. All right, time to meet our featured foursome. Keith Rymett alongside Mark Weber, Mark Brault, and Mike Higgins. And they are approaching the tee box right now. Let's get you down there, and we're joined by Jill Carlson.
All right, thanks, Dave. Now, I was watching a couple of members of this group out on the driving range. I know they're good players, and Jennifer, do they look like good players? You just look at them. I mean, they look good, don't they?
Yeah, they seem to have this little spunk to them, like they can hit some good shots.
Is that true?
Absolutely. We've been knocking it down the whole round. I don't know, what are we, 10, 15, 20 under now? Something like that.
So you're in the lead.
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty darn close.
Yeah.
Are you being a tad sarcastic?
A tad.
So we got comedians in the group. It's a very colorful group. You got Augusta Green on. Does this mean you got game?
Well, I hope so. We'll see here in a little bit.
Yeah, I saw on the range. He's one of the guys I know. He's got the game. Let's see what you got, Mark.
I got the game.
He says he's got the game. We're going to see if he does.
All right, thank you very much, Jill. And I'll tell you who's got game. Mark Weber's son's got game. We'll talk about that in a moment. But this group overall's got game. They're leading as they arrive on this hole here today. They're going to watch Jennifer Johnson hit first, though. And her last 4 or 5 shots on this hole have been fantastic, Chris.
She's flagging it right now. See if she can get the yardage right, get the wind right here, and hit another good shot.
That looks like it's going to be another pretty darn good one. And indeed, it is fantastic. She is dialed in. Jennifer Johnson, look out. That is a fantastic shot again.
That was a great shot.
So first up out of this group will be Mark Brault. And what can you say about this group, the way they're dominating play here today? They clearly want to go to Pebble Beach. We'll see how they respond to the pressure here. Brault got a lot of dirt on that swing. And
yeah, that's wet. Short right.
Oh, miss-hit that from the get-go, Chris. Frustrating way to start the hole for him, no doubt about that. Now it'll be Mike Higgins from Batavia Federal Signal.
This actually looks pretty good. It's the right yardage.
That's going right at that flagstick. Oh, man, what a fantastic shot.
Great shot. Good leave, too, straight up the hill.
That is awesome.
Going to have a nice run at a birdie attempt here. Haven't seen a lot of birdies here today. Had a few pars, a few birdies, but not a plethora of either.
You have to hit it pretty close to the hole here to make a birdie here. Otherwise, the putts are too tough.
So here comes Keith Rymett.
Looks like he's lined up right at it.
Oh, no.
Son of a gun.
Short of the rocks in the water.
Yeah, that's 2 into the water for this foursome now.
Maybe the pressure's starting to get to them.
Yeah, I talked about Mark Weber. He's a 7 handicap. His son is actually the best golfer in the family, though. 15 years old, plays on the IJGA, is a 2 handicap, finished 8th in the state last year, took his high school team to the state championship round for the first time in school history as a freshman. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty stellar there. Sounds like he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Mark's not too shabby either. Had a chance to watch him on the range. He's got a nice, smooth swing.
It's got a little draw on it. Hope the wind can take it in here.
Oh, and that's going to come up short. All these guys hitting short here, a little bit surprising.
Yeah, maybe that wind's starting to knock the ball down a little bit, but he's in that right front bunker. Everybody's had a tough time there today.
Well, as they make their way up here towards the tee box, let's get it to the fourth member of our broadcast crew. A short time ago, Tim Morris spoke with Navistar's Jack Allen.
Thank you very much, Dave. Talking to Jack Allen, president of the North American Truck Group. And Jack, this has been a special, special day, hasn't it?
Well, Rich Harvest is a one-of-a-time location for our guests to come. We had beautiful weather. People played well. People had a great time. And we're thrilled to be able to host our dealers and our customers again this year at another fine venue for a great event and relationship building and being able to thank our customers for their business.
What is it about a golf course where, you know, a lot of business gets done and a lot of camaraderie? It's just a special place to get together.
Well, it's very rare in the environment we live in today to be able to spend any real quality time with customers. So to get an opportunity to come out and have lunch and spend 5 hours on the golf course and have dinner is really unique. And the beauty of Rich Harvest is, you know, this is the kind of place that very few people get the opportunity to play. And that's what makes it so special.
I understood you made a wise decision today. You not play golf, you fished. Instead, you did well.
Well, I wanted to host and be able to go around and talk to all the customers. But then someone put a fishing pole in my golf cart, so we went fishing. And they have 3 or 4 real big stock lakes here and caught a few bass and had a great time.
No double bogeys.
No double bogeys, no.
Thanks a lot, Jack.
You bet. Thank you.
All right.
All right, thank you very much, Tim. While we were away, a flurry of action here, a couple of drops. First, Keith Rime had all kinds of problems on his drop shot. He chunks that into the water and decides to pick up, is not going to finish the hole. And how about the effort of Mark Brault? This is not textbook by any stretch of the imagination. Looked ugly, but the result not too shabby, Chris.
Yeah, the result turned out pretty good. It could have been a lot worse if it caught that hill there, but just over the back edge of the green. Not too hard of a shot from here.
And then a rough effort from Mark Weber coming out of the sand. We haven't seen a lot of people have success coming up and down out of the sand. He chunks it way over the green. He's got a lot of work to do. Now we return back to live action and take a look. It looks like Mark Brault going to be the first to go here. And Brault appears to have the putter in his hand, and we've seen this be a misplay for a lot of guys here today, Chris.
Yeah, all day long they try to putt this thing. Ball comes out of there too hot or doesn't roll properly through the grass. Not the right play.
Brault did get a smooth stroke on that.
One of the better ones we've seen today out of the rough.
He'll have a little bit of work to do there to finish off a double bogey. Now while those guys look those over, let's send it over to Tim Morris, who has some other action from today.
Thank you very much, Dave. Well, the Diamond Cup, as always, a mixed bag. Some good and some bad. Let's start with Jeff Banyan. This, not one of his brighter moments, a little bit of a top on the 7th hole. But Mike Lahr, how about a bright moment? Look at this approach shot. He sticks it from about 150 yards out to about 5 feet, and he would make the birdie. Mike, very happy with that. You look like you knew what you were doing.
No, actually, I'm glad I had the caddy there, but we both were at it right outside edge and turned right in like we thought.
And Phil Werman on the 4th hole of the Gold Course. Watch this putt. Downhill. This is tricky, and it falls. Nice job. So a little bit surprising, a very difficult golf course, but a lot of good shots. I know you guys have seen some good shots on that featured par 3 hole too. So I'll throw it back out to you.
All right, thank you, Tim. Back to Mike Higgins, who hit an unbelievably fantastic tee shot. This is a shot at birdie. What do you see this putt doing?
Yeah, it goes left to right. We've seen this putt miss all day long to the right side. No one's played enough break here. He's got to trust his line and hit it.
I almost feel like you and I should be going and showing them the line at this point. And he looked like he might have had the line, but he didn't hit it enough.
Didn't hit it.
Well, he will tap in for a par and get some cheers from his teammates. They're happy to see a par on the card. And it appears that Mark Weber, just standing there with the clubs in his hand, is obviously going to pick up after his shot. So this will be the final, hopefully the final shot on this hole for this foursome.
He's going to trust this one, keep his head down, back of the hole.
Brault misses the double bogey. Comes back the other way, a triple bogey. A disappointing hole for sure for the team that came to the hole with the lead. You guys came to this hole with the lead, and you were the only one that played like you came to the hole with the lead.
Well, you know, unfortunately, this was one of my better holes, and the other guys were carrying me the rest of the round. So hey, it's everybody gets a turn.
How great was that drive? What did you use to hit it?
I hit a 9-iron and just kind of aimed at the flag and let it fly.
Yeah, and it looked like you had the read on that putt. We've seen everybody miss that putt today to the right. You had the read, you just didn't hit it.
Yeah, Alex, our caddy's been great on the reads all day. He said right there, you saw him. I hit it right there. I just didn't hit it hard enough.
Well, a par nonetheless. You can never be disappointed in a par on the scorecard.
No, absolutely not.